Da Vinci. Man of science, arts. He was a Renaissance man, I think, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go with him because, man, he covered it all. I'd like, those are my two, if you had to categorize my interests, like, chop them down very simplistically, art and science. And he took them both and did some incredible things with them. So I think that would be really cool to talk to him and have some ideas that maybe never came to light. I was just doodling during lunch the other day, and here you go. Oh, you know what? Maybe, I was gonna say maybe a composer, and I was like, Beethoven. And then I get back there, and I'm just like, and he's like, what? I'm gonna thumb wrestle Jesus. Or maybe should I do rock, paper, scissors? Oh no, we'll leave the rocks out. Thumb wrestle Jesus, yeah. Ah, that'd be awesome to say you thumb wrestle Jesus. That's it, you know? Walking, driving, flying, seeing the world. The only thing stopping me from doing that right now is money, and money is being saved right now just for that. And then you go into space, like I was saying before. I'm very confident that we, within our lifetime, will be able to, if not visit the moon or maybe even Mars, that at the very least, you and me, we can save up enough money to get so far out of Earth's atmosphere, maybe even completely out of Earth's atmosphere, that we can sit in our little ship or whatever it is and look down and see it like we see the moon right now. How incredible would that be? I mean, there's got to be some form of detachment there that you probably get like a little anxious, but man, I can't imagine how cool that would be. Not just me, I lived my entire life on a small portion of that globe, but every other human who's ever existed is also, all of time, history that we know happened right there. That's just amazing to me. I'm going to be able to do that at some point. I've actually thought about this a lot. Control of time. Stop time, speed time up, slow it down. I'm covering it all. So I can go back in time, forward in time. Stop in time would be really useful though, yeah. How can you really say what's going on in front of you is actually happening, or is it all in your head kind of thing? It's something that we might not ever really be able to get a definite true answer to, but I think you have to look at it in the light of this is your reality. Whether you guys are just a figment of my imagination or not is one thing, but my reality is still my perception of things. If you're actually having a completely different experience, if you're all farm animals and I just imagine you as people, that's still my version of reality, you know? So, yeah. I mean, the world is going to end when we get, like, sucked into the sun when it goes supernova, or however that works. I think that might be right. But we are going to end? I'm going to go the positive Ray answer on this and say I don't think we are. I don't think we're going to end anytime soon. I think it's going to go the way I said, that I like the way the whole sort of space race, you can call it again, is happening because of commercialization of, you know, NASA's, you know, they're not doing it anymore. Now it's actually private industry that's stepping in, and it's creating a reason for people to have an interest in getting to the moon or mining asteroids and whatnot. So I think we're going to see within our lifetime people actually start to colonize out in space or on Mars or maybe the moon. I don't know if there's any interest in that, but I think we're going to start seeing more and more of that. And once that happens, then, hey, whatever happens on that planet doesn't matter. We've got people throughout the solar system, or give it a few generations, maybe even further. And like I was saying before, that's going to be the salvation of the human race, is spreading yourselves out so any one disaster isn't going to harm us as a whole. That being said, there's always going to be an end. And I think that end will come probably thousands, hundreds of thousands of years later, when something even in bigger scope ends up taking us all out, or a disease or something like that, you know? So I have hope. I think we're going to last a while. Go humans. The interactions with people yeah, I mean, I'm all about experiencing what the world has to offer, but I think the coolest part about living is just meeting other people and communicating your ideas to them. Finding out their perspective on things that, I mean, you could have so many similarities with somebody, but they might offer a view that you'd never thought of or that you might completely disagree with, but it's just incredibly interesting to hear that opposing view or that different view. Not just the interactions, but the sort of intimate relationships that you form with people. I think to me that is without a doubt the thing that I would miss the most. Tom Cruise. What wouldn't I miss? The problems, you know, the constant warring and fighting, and I mean, for as much as I do love the connections that I have with people, humans obviously have a very negative side to them as well, and it's disgusting. It just makes you sick sometimes. A lot of the time, the way I try to deal with it is I just don't think about it, but it's obviously there. You run into people every day that show you that on smaller scales at the very least. But yeah, you're constantly reminded that despite all of our progress, we're still just a bunch of cavemen and cavewomen that are, you know, we still have those primal feelings, urges. We just want to be animals. I wouldn't miss that. I don't miss that now because I can't miss it. It's always around. Maybe gratitude, just saying thank you, because I personally, maybe not everybody gets to have this experience, but personally, I'm having a great time. I've had a great time, and that's in no small part due to the connections that I've made, the people that I've met. So, thank you, love you all. See you later. And then I fly away. Why did Grandpa just jump out the window? He wasn't dying. He is now.